Billy Cravens night here at CHS. Joining the Bulldog captains at midfield are members of Billy Craven's family. Rosie, Billy's wife, Jamie, Billy's niece, and Kim, Billy's sister. Tonight's game is being played in memory of Canton Bulldog great Billy Cravens, class of 1976. Despite his amazing individual accomplishments, things folks who saw him play will never forget, Billy Cravens was the consummate team player. He's perhaps more remembered by his teammates, friends, and family for his off-field friendships than he is for his on-field achievements. But those on-field achievements were legendary. Members of the 2025 team have voted to have Bulldogs senior captain Nick Crow wear number 20 tonight in Billy's honor. Let's all recognize the great achievements and contributions of Billy Cravens by joining us all in a Bulldog round of applause.
Are we on yet? I'll start it off, I guess.
At this time, we ask all in attendance to honor 10 seconds of silence in the memory of all those lost 24 years ago this month on September 11th, 2001, including CHS football great number 10, Michael Giuliano. Thank you. We ask you now to remain silent during the singing of our national anthem, performed by Billy Craven's niece, Jamie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job, Jamie. Good work to both teams tonight. Enjoy the game.
I think we're good.
Welcome to Canton High Memorial Field for today's exciting game between the Canton Bulldogs and the Bedford Buccaneers. The Bulldogs currently sit at 2-0, and the Bedford Buccaneers sit at 1-1. I'm your color commentator, Will Santos, and my play-by-play commentator, Spencer Reich, will be joining us shortly.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna try not to talk to you, and I'll just talk to you in real life then.
Well, we should have a great game here at Memorial Field. Kickoff just underway. Should be a great game.
For sure.
Kickoff is off. Bedford catches the ball. Here's the return. Cans all over the return. Down at about the 42-yard line.
Should be a very good game today. Obviously, we have a new quarterback under center, Brian McGilvery, the senior quarterback, in for JT Norton, who is still injured. Should be a very exciting game from him.
Bedford takes the field on offense. Bulldogs starting on D.
Bulldogs defense had a great game last week, with Gavin Bouchard being the star with 12 tackles.
Bedford hikes the ball. It's a run. Canton all over that. Sack in the backfield.
Already a great start right there, stopping the run, making a tackle, and making it 2nd and long from Bedford. Second down and 14.
Buccaneers ready on offense. We'll play confusion. Reset. Skylar Pimentel hikes the ball, looking deep. Gets 3 or 4 on the play. Tackle by Marcel.
Great tackle right there by Marcel to prevent the first down. Just perfect execution right there for the Bulldogs defense.
Ball marked at the 43, sets up a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers snap the ball. Skylar looking long. Has a wide receiver open. He drops it. Bulldogs convert. Bulldogs stop. Bedford on 3rd down.
Great pass deflection right there by number 1, Jerome Weeks. The senior defensive back. Very great player right there as the Bulldogs force a 4th and 10.
Offense remains on the field.
Bedford going for it on 4th and 10.
Surprising decision right here.
Skylar hikes the ball, punts it. Short punt. Gets a Bedford bounce, takes it down to about the 28-yard line. Good starting position for the Bulldogs.
Here comes the Bulldogs offense led by Brian McGilvery, the new starting quarterback. Spencer, this Bulldogs offense has been explosive to start off the year. Obviously got Nick Crow, the captain, with his 5 touchdowns, 150 rushing yards last week, as well as Brody Baldega, who had another touchdown to add on.
Yes, Will, this Bulldogs offense has been explosive, as you said it. Looking forward to what they can do against this Bedford team, 1-1. Snaps the ball, looking for a wide receiver. Got Tommy Rose. Tommy Rose running.
McGilvery's pass is complete to Rose.
Tommy Rose, this junior jack of all trades, plays on offense and defense. The catch right there.
Second down and long.
Bulldogs lining up for a 2nd down. Little motion. McGill snaps the ball. Refs blow the play, Dad. Penalty on the Bulldogs.
We'll set up a second down and long.
Bulldogs to move at 5, setting up a second and 16.
Bad start for the Bulldogs offense, but they will look to bounce back on this play. About 9 minutes left to go in this first quarter.
McGill in the backfield. Snaps the ball, hands it off to Crow. Crow ditching a couple of defenders, breaks free. He's on the
Great run.
First down, Bulldogs.
What an amazing run right there by Nick Crow, the captain, as he gets the first down, wearing Billy Craven's number 20 number. As the Bulldogs crowd is hyped.
Nick Crow with a huge first down for the Bulldogs. As you said, wearing number 20, taking the honor and taking the responsibility.
You know, great captain, great man overall. Gets the first down right there. Should expect a huge game from him.
McGill snaps the ball, hands off to Crow again. Crow trying to do his thing. Defenders on him, breaks a couple of tackles, gets a gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
Good yardage by Crow right there. As it'll be a second down and probably 6 or 5.
Sets up a second and 7.
Second down and 7.
Bulldogs coming to the line. Oh, snapped. McGill looking deep.
Oh!
Ditches it. Fumble. Crow picks it up. Trucks the defender.
Almost a disastrous scenario right there as McGill fumbles it. However, it is recovered by Crow.
Gains a couple on the play, sets up a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Ball is marked at the 50-yard line. 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, ball is snapped. McGill looking deep. Overthrown. Incomplete pass.
Ball's incomplete, intended for Pereira. Sets up a 4th and 5 from midfield.
Good pass right there by McGill, however, it is incomplete. Looking for Pereira, however, it is now going to be a 4th down and 5 as the punt team comes on. Number 7, Jake Marcel, out here to punt.
Ball is snapped, high snap. Marcel gets the ball off, great punt.
Marcel with
Great, takes a Bulldog bounce. Bulldogs are just gonna let that ball roll down in the 5. Great punt by Jake Marcel.
I was just to say, great punt by Marcel right there. Knocks it down to around the 10, 20-yard line as the Bulldogs will have good field position.
Bedford offense will take over
While the
1st and
Buccaneers
10
get on
from their
offense.
own 5-yard line.
Well, tough start for the Bulldogs offense. Got a good run by Crow. Couple penalties set them back. What are you looking forward to on their next drive?
You know, the Bulldogs just have to settle in. You know, McGilvery is learning the system. You know, he's not been the starting quarterback for a long time. So, you know, I think I expect a lot of different things on the next possession. As we got 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Bulldogs defense back out on the field. Strong first drive for them. Looking to improve on their second. Skyler snaps the ball, hands it off, fake handoff, he takes himself. Bulldogs defense, read that like a book.
Bulldogs run defense has definitely been a big strength for their team so far this season as they do get a loss in yardage.
They even lost a yard. Sets up 2nd and long.
Bulldogs. Bad penalty. Bedford.
Encroachment call against the
Proves
Bulldogs.
their
5-yard
ball.
penalty.
A lot of penalties so far today. Let's see if that is a trend for the rest of the game.
Sets up a 2nd and long 5.
Great first play from the Dogs. Penalty. Gives Bedford a little bit of yardage. See if they can keep it up. Mental snaps the ball. Looking for a
comes
pass.
Rancy.
Has a wide receiver. Breaks one tackle.
Pimentel's pass is
Gets
complete.
the first down.
Rancy G. Baptiste, the senior
And
captain,
the rest
almost
of
gets
the
to the
backfield,
quarterback.
yeah.
However, it is not enough as Bedford gains a first down.
Pass is good enough for first down.
Definitely going to be seeing a lot of that today.
Seen a lot of pressure from this defense so
First
far.
and
Will.
10 Bedford from the
For sure.
15.
Let's see if they continue that.
First down, Buccaneers. Skylar Pimentel changing the play. Done that a lot this game, so let's see if it pays off. It's a run.
Inside
Bulldogs
handoff.
defense on that. Bedford get a gain of
Not a
2.
lot of room to move
Great run
there.
pressure by the Bulldogs defense
front
line right there
stop.
as they lose maybe a yard or
Takes
two.
him down after a couple yard gain.
Oh, sorry, couple yard gain.
There's an injury on the play. So will Bulldogs defense had a strong first drive. Coming out again. Penalty sets them back.
You know, for sure, for Spencer, you know, obviously the run defense is a big part of this team. Let's see if they can continue that in the first half. You know, Jean Baptiste has had a few tackles. Overall, the team's been playing pretty good, obviously, besides from that one drive.
Yeah, couple of setbacks. Lots of penalties in this game. Skylar Pimentel changing the play on the offense for Bedford. Any confusion with the defense?
You know, there might be a little bit of confusion on the defensive side, but I don't think it's going to play a huge part in today's game. I do think it'll be very high scoring, but I don't think that'll be a huge part of it, as the game is going to resume shortly.
Bedford looks to take over the ball again.
Second down and 8.
Pimentel snaps the ball. Looking for a wide receiver, nobody's open. Bulldogs defense, got into him. Finds a run-in lane, takes it with his legs. Gets a first down and more.
Good run right there by the quarterback as he gains 6 or 7 yards. 6, 7. As the Buccaneers, good run right there. You'll be seeing a lot of that today, you know. Skylar's a great running quarterback.
First and 10 Bedford from the 15.
Good run by the quarterback right there. See if the Bulldogs have an answer for the rest of this drive. Buccaneers snap the ball. Looking for a wide receiver. Nobody's open. Tommy Rose is in the quarterback's face. Incomplete pass right there.
Good defensive play right there. You know, Tommy Rose tries to attack the quarterback, almost gets a sack. Jerome Meeks then comes in and deflects the pass as they now have a 2nd down and 10. Good execution right there from the Bulldogs.
Love to see it right there. Coach Fallon checking on his injured player, making sure he's okay. Hopefully he can get back in the game soon.
Coach Fallon has true class acts.
Ball is snapped. Rolls out. Looking for a wide receiver. Ball is almost picked off by Canton.
That was almost amazing for the Bulldogs. However, with Daniel Ferrara almost getting the pick right there, I know he's going to want that back. However, it is still a 3rd down and 10 as the Buccaneers desperately want to get a 1st down conversion.
So a little bit of a confusion on the last play. Skylar Pimentel trying to get his offense back on the right page. Bedford takes the timeout.
Not the best start for the Buccaneers offense. I'm sure that's going to be a huge part of the huddle.
Bedford 25-yard line. No score.
Obviously, the Bulldogs, the Buccaneers quarterback has tried to confuse the Bulldogs defense so far today. You know, the defense has, however, responded pretty greatly. As you can see right there on TV, you can see the Bulldogs student section hyped up for today's game.
Will, you're talking about this Bulldog student section. Cheerleaders have been loud. Student section also been loud. It's packed. First home game of the season. Bulldogs 2-0. What else can you ask for? It's a great game.
I don't think I can ask for anything more. You know, Bulldogs have been off to a great start of the season. So I don't think there's anything else you want to ask for. Obviously, the Patriots player came in last week. That was a special thing for the program.
Skylar Pimentel snaps the ball, looking for a wide receiver, scrambling out. Rancy all over him.
Almost picked off again. However, there is a flag on the play. Let's see what happens.
Looks like the flag is on the Buccaneers.
Flag on the play, holding on Bedford.
Holding on Bedford.
Penalties declined by the Bulldogs. Sets up a 4th and 10 from the
4th
Bedford 25.
and 10 for the Buccaneers.
Great start for the Bulldogs defense. You know, they've been forcing pressure on the quarterback. Jerome Meeks already has 2 pass deflections so far today. You know, he's been absolutely locking down the Buccaneers receivers as they'll come on to punts.
Bulldogs ready for the return. Ball is snapped. Ball's off. A low punt. Bulldogs all over the ball. They're going to let Bedford down it.
Bulldogs will be situated near the 50-yard line as the offense comes back on the field.
Bulldogs take over, 1st and 10 for 36. A little confusion on the first drive with McGill, but looking for a powerful powerful return.
You know, I do think McGill's definitely motivated after that first drive. You know, lost the ball, got recovered. You know, I think he's gonna have a great second drive.
Gill snaps the ball, hands off to Crow. Crow is back in the game for a gain of 1.
Absolute warrior right there. You know, just was limping off the field a couple minutes ago. Now he's back onto the field trying to beat the Buccaneers. It's gonna be a second down and long.
It's a real team player right there. Captain, love to see it.
For sure.
McGill snaps the ball, hands off to Crow again. Buccaneers defense on that, but Crow finds a hole, gets a gain of 5 or 6 on the play. Good run for Crow right there.
Good run from Crow, as you just said. Coming off from an injury, you know, he's already making a huge spark for this Bulldogs offense as it is a gain of 5, third down and 5.
Good, coming off a good run from Crow. McGill. Under center. Snaps the ball, hands off to Crow again. Crow trying to get the first down. It's close. The ref's going to give it to him.
Again, very close to the sticks.
Good run from Crow right there as he gets the Bulldogs the first down. Already a good start for the drive. You can see right there the Bulldogs marching band. About a minute left to go in the first quarter.
McGill snaps the ball, hands off to Crow again. Crow trying to find a hole, gets met with the Buccaneers D-line. Gets a gain of 1.
Good stop right there from the Buccaneers. You know, they're definitely going to have to adapt to Crow's running style. Obviously, last week he had 5 touchdowns, 150 yards, so the Buccaneers defense will definitely have to contain him. As it'll be a second down and 8 with less than a minute to go.
Ball is snapped, handed off. Buccaneers read that like a book. Bulldogs take a loss.
Bad play right there from the Bulldogs as number 31, Brody Baldega, gets stopped.
Loss of 3 on the play, sets up a 3rd and 11 from the Bulldog 45.
As they will run off the clock as the first quarter is coming to an end. 0-0 Buccaneers Bulldogs.
Here at Memorial Field with no score.
So, Will, first quarter's over. Let's get a recap of it.
You know, obviously a lot of stuff happened in the first quarter. You know, Nick Crow, sidelined for a few plays, comes back into the game, already makes a difference. He's having a pretty good game so far. McGill struggling a little bit, but, you know, still trying to improve. Buccaneers offense and defense have also been struggling. However, they did succeed in getting the Bulldogs off the field during their first drive. So let's see how things occur in the second half and the second quarter.
Yeah, you said it great yourself. Buccaneers D looks good. It's going to be tough for Bulldogs offense to get going. Crow's been thriving so far. A little setback, but he's back in the game. See if the Bulldogs can put some points on the board on this drive.
For sure, Spencer. We'll see how they utilize other star players like Jake Marcel, Chris Pereira, other players like that on this drive.
On their own 45-yard line as we start the second quarter.
Third down and 11.
McGill snaps the ball, Looking for a wide receiver. He's got Marcel.
Oh.
He may have caught it.
Was that a
Refs
catch?
roll it out of bounds.
Just out of bounds to Marcel. Made a spectacular one-handed grab.
Almost a catch right there. That was an Odell type catch, you know, but it is out of bounds. So unfortunately, the Bulldogs will have to punt. You know, that would have been a highlight reel type play.
4th and 11 for the Bulldogs.
That's the type of catch you're going to see on Sports Center. Top 10.
Sure.
You don't see those every game. Ball snap. Marcel boots the ball off. What a great punt.
Marcel with another whirling punt.
Oh!
And the Bulldogs recover it.
It's gone.
It touches the Buccaneers defender, and the Bulldogs recover it. Great field position.
Wow, what a sequence of events right there. Coming off the field due to the drop pass, and now the Bulldogs offense is back onto the field. What a great turn of events for the Canton Bulldogs and their head coach, Anthony Fallon.
Recovery by Paul Mellon.
What a play.
The junior, Paul Mellon, on the recovery.
Buccaneers returner waves to fair catch it. He's going to let the ball bounce, and the ball took a wrong bounce right into him, and the Bulldogs covered it.
Bulldogs.
Great field position for the Bulldogs right here. McGill snaps, hands off to Crow. Crow finds a hole. Crow keeps going, battle himself.
Good run stop by the Buccaneers right there. You know, after a terrible play like what just happened, you know, they want to get the Bulldogs off the field. They don't want any more touchdowns.
Good for a couple. Sets up a 2nd and 8.
Bulldogs with a gain of 2 on that last play. Going to battle back right here. See what magic McGill can pull out of his pocket right here.
For a first down.
McGill snaps the ball, hands it off to Jake Marcel. Jake Marcel finds a hole. It's tackled right about the 25-yard line.
Good run right there by Marcel. Not good enough for the first down. If we're looking at last week's game, he had 5 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 1 sack, a blocked PAT, and 5 catches for 100 yards. You know, he's definitely trying to carry that effort onto this week. As we will set up a 3rd down and 6.
For the Bulldogs.
McGill trying to convert on this 3rd and 6 right here. Marcel in motion. Ball is snapped. Looking for a wide receiver. Pressure's getting to
That
him.
might be a pick.
Ball is picked off in the end zone.
Pass is intercepted. Intercepted in the end
You know,
zone.
after
That's
what
gonna
just
be a
happened, you know, that's
touchdown.
just devastating for the Bulldogs as McGilvery throws a pick near the end zone. Bedford will take the ball over at around the 10-yard line. Just the opposite of what you want to happen for Coach Fallon and the Canton
Bulldog
Bulldogs.
defense will get back to work.
As about 9 minutes remain in the 2nd quarter.
Tough drive for the Bulldogs offense right there. Get lucky with a muffed punt, but
That's just stuff you don't want to see happen.
1st and 10
Bedford
Bedford
takes
from
the
their own
field.
20. Early here in the 2nd quarter, still no score.
Skyler Pimentel snaps the ball, hands it off.
For Bedford.
Gets a gain of 2 or 3 on the play.
That's Crow on the tackle. Along with Jean Baptiste.
Good tackle right there by Jean Baptiste, the senior
1 yard
captain.
gain on the play. 2nd and 9.
Second down and 8 for Bedford.
Scoreless game so far. Both teams struggling on offense. Pimentel snaps the ball. Fake handoff, does it with his legs. Bulldogs defense all over that. Tackle for a loss.
Good pressure right there from the Bulldogs defensive line. Sets up a 3rd down and long for Bedford. Jean-Baptiste in on that once again.
Jean-Baptiste, Bouchard, Marcel, Weeks. Sets up a 3rd and long.
Buccaneers trying to convert on a 3rd and 10.
As there will be a timeout on the play.
Timeout Bulldogs.
All right, well, I got a question for you. So we got the Buccaneers versus the Bulldogs. In real life, which one would win? Scary Bulldog versus scary Buccaneer. Which one you got?
Wow, I think that's a pretty easy answer. I think a Bulldog would absolutely destroy a Buccaneer. I think it would eat it right away. You know, I don't think it'd be a close fight, especially with Canton Bulldog.
Up to here. Let's talk about this Bulldogs D-line now that we're at it. We got Bouchard, Varsity, Marcel. It's pretty scary.
That is pretty scary, Spencer. You know, all the have been hitting the gym, you know, getting ready for the season, you know. Very, very tough group to face off against if you're an offensive lineman. As we will come out of the timeout shortly.
Let's just say the grind for those Bulldogs after a tough loss last year to Duxbury. Grind never stopped for them. They were always in the weight room, always getting better. See what they can do this year about it.
You know, I'm sure Coach Fallon is always showing film of that Duxbury game, looking to see what they can improve on this season. Let's say they make the playoffs, you know, they'll definitely be a more experienced group.
Definitely, definitely. Buccaneers got 5 wide receivers on the field right here. Pimentel snaps the ball, looking for one of them. Defense gets to him.
Good pressure.
Bulldogs tackle.
Good pressure right there. Running back screen sets up a 4th down. Yeah, 2nd down.
For no gain on the play. Setting up a 4th and 10.
I'm sorry, 4th down and 10.
Buccaneers looking to punt here. Ball is snapped. Punt is off. Low punt. Catch by Paul Mellon. Paul Mellon on the return. Great return. Gets it out of bounds. Gets a gain of about 20 on that return right there.
Really good return right there from the junior Paul Mellon, you know, getting that around the 40, 30-yard line. What you want to see from the Bulldogs. About 7 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter as the Bulldogs have great field position.
Paul Mellon gives the Bulldogs great field position. Let's see if this offense can do something on this drive. Who will get the first points of this game? Ball is snapped. Handed it off. Brody Baldiga. It's a good run on the play.
That might be a 1st down.
It's a gain of 9 on the play.
Great run right there by Baldiga as it gains 9 yards. The junior running back.
2nd and 1 Bulldogs. From the Bedford 25.
Good run for Baldiga right there. Gain of 9 on the play. Haven't seen some good yardage from him yet. Crow has gone most of the yardage, so good to see. It's getting spread out. Ball is snapped. Fake handoff. Buccaneers are all over that. Flag is on the play.
Good tackle right there. Let's see what the penalty is on as the Buccaneers celebrate on the sideline. Looks to be on the Bulldogs offense. Gonna assume it's a holding call.
There's a late flag on the play.
Not a great play for the Bulldogs again. Push back.
Looks like it must have been a hold. Sets up a 2nd and long now. 2nd and 11.
McGill snaps the ball, looking for wide receiver. Pressure's getting to him. Ball is thrown. Tommy Rose open. Ball is caught. Bulldogs down at the 6-yard line. Great catch by Tommy Rose right there.
Great throw right there by McGilvery as he gets the first down. Tommy Rose, great catch. McGilvery throws it on the run. Absolute dime right there. As will be a first and goal. Amazing play right there by the Bulldogs.
What a play by the Bulldogs, looking to put the first points on the board. See what they can do. Ball snap, hand off to Brody Baldiga. Brody Baldiga finds an edge. He's fighting for the touchdown. He's just short.
Close to the goal line. No signal yet.
Almost there. Baldiga gets it to the 1-yard line.
Baldiga off the left end. Ball is marked at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Good play right there by the
from
junior
one.
running back.
Bulldogs on the 1-yard line, looking to pound the ball in. Baldiga in the backfield.
Yeah, timeout on the play. 5 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Bulldogs call timeout. 2nd and goal from the 1. 5:18 remaining here in the first half. No score. The Bulldogs knocking on the door.
Bulldogs call a timeout with 5:18 left in the 2nd quarter.
Very good drive by the Bulldogs to start off. You know, they go with an absolute dime. You know, Baldiga with a few good runs. Let's see if they can keep this up.
Bulldogs look to continue their push to score the first points on the board.
One-yard line. Let's see if they can get that 1 yard right here, Spencer.
Well, I think they might be able to do it. Baldiga in the backfield again. McGill snaps it, hands off to Baldiga. Baldiga pounds it in the touchdown. Bulldogs put the first points on the board, 6-0.
Baldiga scores as the crowd goes crazy. 6-0 Bulldogs. Amazing drive by Canton. Just how Coach Allen drew it up.
Great touchdown for the Bulldogs right there. Baldiga, backfield, pounds it right through the middle, put 6 on the board. Bulldogs looking to add the extra point right here.
Extra points here in Ritson.
It is good, Bulldogs. Add the extra point, that's 7.
7-0 Bulldogs. Great start to the 2nd quarter for the Canton team. My apologies, it was actually Daniel Ferrara for the extra points. A lot to be desired, however, the Bulldogs are now in command of the game.
Great boot on the extra point right there. Puts the extra point through the uprights to add one more. Bulldogs up 7.
Let's see if the Buccaneers can get 6 or 7 points on this drive. As the Bulldogs will punt the ball.
Ritson kicks it off. Good kick. Oh, he touches the Buccaneers defender. Pushes them back pretty far. Bulldogs are all over that, trying to get a tackle. Within the
Nice
5.
tackle.
They're all over that. What a kick by Tiernan Ritson. Takes a lucky Bulldogs bounce. Touches the Buccaneers defender, and the Bulldogs pin them within the 5.
Yet another special teams mishap by the Buccaneers as they are now inside the 10-yard line. What a great sequence of events for the Bulldogs in the second quarter. Tremendous luck and tremendous teamwork all around.
Most of all the Bulldogs in on the tackle. That couple get to work inside their own 5-yard line, 1st and 10.
Skylar Pimento trying to answer back from the touchdown the Bulldogs just scored.
1st and 10.
Tough Bulldogs defense. Let's see who wins here. Ball is snapped, handed off. Bulldogs all over that. They get a gain of about 1 or 2.
Good tackle right there as they prevent the first down. Still a 2nd down long for the Bucks. Great defense and offense so far for the Bulldogs.
From their own 5-yard line.
4 minutes left to go.
Skylar Pimento snaps the ball. Fake handoff, finds the open wide receiver, and it is a drop. He was wide open.
Number 8, Aftos, drops the ball right there. 3rd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Wide open wide receiver. If he caught that, would have got a gain of about 20, 25 yards.
3rd and 8 from the 5-yard
Bulldogs have been
line.
very lucky today, not just with that drop right there, but also the special teams. You know, they got lucky with 2 bad punt returns.
Third down for the Buccaneers. Ball is snapped, looking for another wide receiver. Scrambling out. Ball. Bulldogs get a hand on it. Incomplete pass. Brings up 4th down.
Good pass deflection right there by Marcel. It's now 4th down and 8 for the Buccaneers. You know, just been a tremendous game for the Bulldogs defensive backs. You know, they've been blocking up Bedford's receivers.
Ball is snapped, high snap, punch off. Paul Mellon catches the ball, goes for the return, breaks a hole, breaks the gap, finds a gap and gets about 15 yards on the return. Bulldogs take over at about the 35-yard line.
Good punt return once again by Paul Mellon, number 13, the junior, as it sets up a pretty good field position for the Bulldogs, as McGilvery takes the field once again. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs take over, great punt return. Ball is snapped, hand off to Brody Baldiga. Brody Baldiga punches it into a defender. It's a gain of about 7 yards on the play.
Good start for the Bulldogs offense. Tommy Rose gets about 7 yards. Actually gets 6 yards. 2nd down and 4.
Sets up a 2nd and 4 from the 19-yard line.
Ball snapped, handed off to Brody Baldiga. Brody Baldiga punches it right through the middle. It's the first down on the play. Bulldogs scored a touchdown on the last drive. Slow start. Pounding the ball up the middle again this drive. They look great.
You know, the Buccaneers defense just simply can't contain the Bulldogs running attack led by Rose, Marcel, Crow, and Baldega.
Ball is snapped. McGill looking for Marcel. Marcel
touchdown!
Catches it! What a catch! Bulldogs touchdown!
13-0 Bulldogs. Jake Marcel, what a play right there. McGill, what a great throw as well, as the Bulldogs now lead by 2 scores.
As Marcel caught the ball, he stood up and head tapped on the defender. What a catch.
You know, Coach Fallon drew it up perfectly, you know, goal line fade. McGill finds Marcel as they now lead 13-0. Less than 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Amazing first half for Canton.
Tiernan Ritson trying to add the extra point on. It was blocked. Bulldogs 13-0.
You know, this went the kickoff right there. You know, the Bulldogs head coach Anthony Fallon has to be delightful with that drive. You know, getting the touchdown. You know, really good momentum going into the second half. Unless the Buccaneers can do something about it, teams like the Bulldogs are now in command of this game.
Bulldogs after a slow start.
Here comes the replay. McGill with the snap. He finds Marcel in the end zone. Touchdown right there.
Bulldogs after a slow start come out firing in the next 2 drives. They catch the Buccaneers sleeping at a quick 13 right before a half. 3 minutes left to go. See if the Bulldogs defense can get another stop here.
Great performance by the Bulldogs cheerleading crew as Kieran Ritson comes on out with a punch.
Kieran Ritson kicks it off. Buccaneers do field it well this time, although Bulldogs defense are all over that. They get Buccaneers tackled at the 30-yard line.
You know, after a slow start to the game, the Bulldogs offense is now back on track. You know, all 3 factors of the Canton team has been playing really well. Special teams, defense, offense, they've been playing really well as the Bulldogs defense comes back onto the field.
The ball is marked just inside the 30-yard line. First and 10, Bedford from their own 30.
Let's see how the Buccaneers offense does on this drive.
Buccaneers offense takes the field here. Skylar Pimentel leading this offense. Ball is snapped, fake handoff, looking for a wide receiver. It is dropped, incomplete pass, great defense on the play.
Celebrate a little bit too early right there as the pass deflection forces the second down and 10 for the Bulldogs. For the Buccaneers. Another great play right there by number 1, Jerome Leaf, and number 9, Chris Pereira. I say celebrate after the play.
Buccaneers trying to get the Bulldogs to jump. Skylar Pimentel going up to the line, changing the play. He's done that a lot this game. Hasn't really worked too well though. Ball snapped, handoff. Finds a hole. Bulldogs defense is not able to tackle him. Buccaneers first down.
Great run right there by number 20 as they set up another Buccaneers first down.
Ball marked at the 46. First and 10 Bedford from their own 46. Pimentel's pass.
Oh, snap. Throw to the wide receiver.
Good catch right there by Jacob Hollinsworth of Bedford as he gets close to a first down, maybe even a first down right there.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Buccaneers at the
Second and 2 Bedford.
46-yard line.
Will be a gain of 8 as it sets up a second down and short. About 2 minutes left to go in the period, or less than 2 minutes.
Ball is snap.
Pimentel
Pimentel in the backfield, scrambling off to the left, looking for a wide receiver. Nobody is open. Takes you with his legs. It's not a good gain on the play.
Good defense right there by the Bulldogs.
Ball marked at the Bulldogs 45. It sets up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the Buccaneers. Let's see if they can convert this short 3rd down.
Here in the first half.
Third and 1 for the Bucks. Ball is snap. Fake handoff. Pimentel takes it himself with his legs. Bulldogs. Powerful stop on the play. Does not look like the Buccaneers got the first down.
You know, amazing red defense so far for the Bulldogs today. Let's see if that's a first down or not. About 1 minute and 36 seconds to go.
Like the generous spot there, and they're going to maybe win the chains out.
Referees are currently reviewing the play if they got a first down or not.
And they're going to mark it as a first down Bedford.
Referees gave the Buccaneers first down.
44.
Despite the good red defense, that is the first down, just as Spencer just said.
First and 10 Bedford from the Bulldog 44.
First and 10 for the Buccaneers. 1:30 left in the second quarter. Skylar Pimentel snaps the ball. Scrambles right, looking for an open wide receiver. Pressure's getting to him. Bulldogs defense all over him. Can't get the sack. Pimentel throws the ball. Incomplete pass, looking for wide receiver number 2.
Nearly completed right there, however, it means it's first down and second down and 10.
Jean-Baptiste.
Good run defense once again. Nick Crow almost gets a sack, however, he is unsuccessful.
Sets up a second and 10 from the 44 with a minute 6 remaining here in the half.
Ball is snapped. Bulldogs all over that for a tackle of loss. Great run stop for the Bulldogs.
You know, just as you just said, you know, great run stop right there by the Bulldogs. We'll set up a third down long for the Buccaneers. Let's see if they can convert this.
3rd and 11 from the Bulldog 45.
Clock is winding down.
Skylar Pimentel trying to score on this drive. Clock not in their favor. Snaps the ball, looking deep. Looks for a wide receiver. Caught. Gets a first down. Time is still going. Timeout. Buccaneers. 17.7 seconds left in the first half.
Nice catch right there by Hollinsworth. They do got hurry things up after this timeout. You know, they only got 17 seconds left to get a touchdown.
Brady's pass was good for a Bedford first down. The ball is marked at the 33-yard line. Bedford timeout. 17.7 seconds remaining in the half.
It'll definitely be interesting how the Bulldogs respond to these last plays of the half. You know, great run pressure so far in today's game. We'll see if they can allow the Buccaneers to get a touchdown. You can see right there the amazing Canton Bulldog crowd, led by the seniors. Here's the Canton cheerleading crew, amazing crew right there.
Bedford offense back to work. First and 10 from the 33.
Skylar Pimentel taking over on offense. 17.7 seconds left in the first half. Trying to put some points on the board for the Buccaneers. Tough Bulldogs defense. Ball is snapped. Pressure's getting to him. Looks deep. Throws the ball looking for an open wide receiver. Incomplete pass. 11 seconds left in the first half.
Buccaneers nearly score right there. Intended receiver was number 11, Hagen Knapp. However, Bulldogs forced an incompletion.
Interesting play call by the Buccaneers, going deep on 1st and 10 with not too much time left. It's a pretty far kick if they want to add some points on the board.
You know, the Buccaneers will try to do anything to get a touchdown right here, anything to get momentum into the second half.
Bedford lined up in 5 wide.
We'll likely expect a Hail Mary right here.
Skylar Pimentel, ball is snapped. Pressure's getting to him. Screen pass, number 5. Bulldogs tackle him right at the first down. 3.3 seconds left in the first half.
Good catch right there by number 5, Makai Vosi. Let's see if the Buccaneers can get a touchdown with all this time.
Play was good for a Bedford first down.
Will this Buccaneers offense,
Ball marked at
they gonna go for the
Bulldog
touchdown,
22,
trailing by
3
13, or are they gonna
seconds
take,
remaining in the half.
try to take the points if they can get 3, make it to a 10-point game?
You know, the field position's around the 30-yard line. That's probably going to be a 40, 45-yard kick. So I'm going to expect them to throw it deep, potentially, you know, try to get a touchdown. But, you know, I'm sure the Bulldogs defense will try to stop that.
See what the Buccaneers got on offense right here. Looks like the offense will stay on the field. No special team unit.
Bulldogs crowd is hyped as the second half is about to happen.
First half coming to a close. 3.3 seconds left. Got one more play left. Ball is snapped.
Back to pass.
Bulldogs got 2 people rushing the quarterback. Pressure's getting to him. Hail Mary. Ball is incomplete. Bulldogs make it out of the first half.
Ball's incomplete. And that's
Bulldogs
the
Leading
end of the half.
13-0.
Bulldogs nearly picked it off right there. However, they do force an incompletion as the Bulldogs go into the second half happy, you know, 13-0. Let's see if they can continue the shutout into the second half. Pretty good start for the Bulldogs offense and defense.
Let's hear it for the CHS cheerleaders.
we're playing our second string right now. I don't know why the fuck we're playing our first. I don't know if we got injured or what.
best of Canton football. See it on Canton Community Television, Comcast 6, or Verizon 41.
I feel honored. I feel well prepared. It's a great blessing to be able to be in this role. I was honestly shocked at first, but also excited because I've been working for this for a long time. It was my first start, so there was a little bit of pressure, but once game time came, there wasn't much pressure. We just had to execute, and we did. Our O-line helped a lot. We had 5 rushing touchdowns, or 6 actually, and they were a great help. They gave me a lot of time to throw the ball, and we're prepared to play against him tonight. He will be a big factor, but we should be able to stop him. That was great. First performance, I feel like I did a solid job.
Let's see last night. All right, how many cannon fights are we gonna play tonight?
Hopefully a lot, maybe 5 or 6. Hopefully more. We'll see. But you can catch this game on the CHS Video YouTube channel.
To Memorial Field. Got the Bulldogs versus the Buccaneers. Bulldogs lead 13-0. Will. Getting ready for kickoff here.
Should be a very exciting second half, Spencer, as the Bulldogs will get the ball first.
Ball is off. Not a great kickoff. Bulldogs return it. Paul Mellon kicks it off. Great return. Brings it up to about the 45-yard line.
Paul Mellon has returned the ball 3 times so far today, and he's had a pretty good return so far. As McGilvery comes back on for the offense.
First and 10 Bulldogs.
Should expect a lot from him in the second half.
So, Will, this Bulldogs offense, not a great start.
First and 10 Bulldogs from their
Powered back.
42-yard line.
Got 2 touchdowns. How are we looking?
Yeah, I think we're looking really good. You know, a lot of momentum after that Tommy Rose touchdown and the Jake Marcel touchdown to end the second quarter. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of that in the second half.
Love to see it.
Valdivia
Hand
on the
off to
carry.
Crow.
Twisting his way through some would-be tacklers.
That'll be a gain
Not
of
much to gain
maybe
on the
1
play.
yard.
Picked up the
See
yard.
how the Buccaneers
Second
defense
and
responds in
9.
the second half.
Bulldogs from their 43-yard line.
McGill leading this Bulldogs offense. Run on the first play. Second play. Looking for a pass. Looking for Jake Marcel. Almost intercepted by number 9 on the defense. Got a little lucky there.
All of a sudden, a lot different defense from the Buccaneers so far. The second start off the second half. 3rd and 9 for Bedford.
Nicholas pressure. Third down Bulldogs from their own 43. 3rd and 9.
McGill looking to get the first down. 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs. Need this one. Hand off to Jake Marcel. Jake Marcel hands it up, goes off to the right. Battling for the first down. Gets tackled shy of the first down. Brings up 4th down.
Decent gain on the play.
Good run by Marcel. However, it is not enough for a first down as the Bulldogs punt team comes onto the field. Bad start second half for the Bulldogs.
From the Bulldog 49.
Bulldogs in punting
Marcel
formation.
lined up to punt.
Punts off.
Marcel with another
It's a good punt. Takes a Bulldog bounce. Downs it at the 10-yard line. Great punt by Jake Marcel.
Yeah, as you say, good punt right there by Marcel. Great punts has been a common theme for the Bulldogs so far today as the Buccaneers will be inside the 20-yard line.
A little confusion getting all the players out on that punt, but
Bedford offense will go back to
got
work.
everybody out. Great punt. Everything's great out here. Bulldogs lead 13-0. See if this defense can pick up where they left off in that first half.
You know, the Bulldogs defense had it great in the first half, you know, getting to the quarterback, you know, stopping third downs, you know, doing everything they can from stopping the Buccaneers to score, which has been successful so far, as you can see right here. 13-0 Bulldogs.
Bulldogs defense looking for another huge stop. Bedford quarterback Skylar Pimentel trying to add their first points on the board. Fake handoff, pressures again to the quarterback. Incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Already good start for the Bulldogs defense as the run pressure gets to the quarterback, forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
This Bulldog defense has looked great all night. And the beginning of the season, they haven't let up that many points.
For sure, Spencer. You know, Jean Baptiste is doing a great job at front. The entire team is just doing great as well.
Skylar Pimentel snaps the ball, scrambles right, stops in the middle, looks for a pass. Pass is caught. First down, Buccaneers.
Pass is caught.
Good catch right there by Mackay as they get a first down. You know, that's what the Buccaneers have wanted all game.
Completion is good for
As
Bedford
it'll be a first down in the 30-yard line.
Ball marked at the 20-yard line.
Or outside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ball is snapped. It's a run.
Flag on the play.
Get a gain of about 7 on the play. There is a flag, holding offense. That is coming back. That is huge for the Bulldogs.
for sure, Spencer, as that'll be a first down and long for the Bulldogs. You know, a lot of everything has been going right for the Bulldogs today outside of the first quarter.
First and 20 Bedford from their own 10-yard line in the early goings here of the third quarter, with the Bulldogs leading 13-0.
First and 15 for the Buccaneers. Skylar Pimenta lined up right behind the center. Drops back. Ball is snapped. Looking for a wide receiver. Overthrown, incomplete pass. Second and 15.
Good run pressure right there by the Bulldogs, forcing an incompletion. It is now second down and 18 for the Buccaneers. Number 1, Jerome Weeks, involved on that play. With 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
All right, let's see something from this offense right here. They've been slow all game. Bulldogs defense been great. See what this Buccaneers offense can do to answer. Ball is snapped. Dropping back. Pressure's getting to the quarterback. Looking for a wide receiver. And he is tackled. Hard hit.
Here comes
Not
the
enough for the first down. Brings up third down.
Jake Marcel, great tackle right there. It would be a third down for the Buccaneers. Bulldogs have done everything they can to stop the Buccaneers offense.
Third and 12.
Sets up a third and long for the Buccaneers.
Skylar Pimentel snaps the ball, looking for a wide receiver. It is caught, not enough for the first down. That will bring up fourth down. Bulldogs defense does not let the Buccaneers get anything.
Good tackle by the Bulldogs secondary. Let's see if the Buccaneers will go for a fourth down conversion.
Sets up a 4th and 5 for the Buccaneers.
4th and 5 for the Buccaneers.
25. Buccaneers feeling they line up to punt or go for this.
Bedford will be going for it on fourth down, it looks like. Going for it on fourth down, looking for the wide receiver. Pass is caught. First down. Fumble!
Oh, fumble!
Refs blew the whistle down too fast. Bulldogs didn't have enough time.
Looks like it's going to say Buccaneers ball. Good conversion by the Buccaneers right there. 7 minutes left to go.
Bedford will take over 1st and 10.
Ball is snapped, run through the middle. Bulldogs trip up the running back. Gets a gain of about 8 on the play.
Good run right there by the Buccaneers running back. Gets almost a first down. Not enough though.
Until's pass is complete.
Bulldogs defense, big stop right there. Brings up third down.
A lot of changes to the Buccaneers offense in the second half. A little bit more faster play calling. Has been working pretty well on this drive.
First down.
As he
Refs
gets the
give him
first
the
down.
first down there. Getting a little lucky.
1st and 10 from that 46-yard line.
Bedford changing the play on offense. Done that a lot this game. Hasn't worked out too well. Ball is snapped. Hand off to the running back. Fake. He kept it himself for a loss of yards.
Good run defense by the Bulldogs right there. Sets up a second down and long.
Loss of a yard on the play. Second and 11.
You know, Bulldogs' run defense has been absolutely amazing today. You know, overall, Buccaneers have been struggling on offense.
Oh, snap, looking deep, looking for a wide receiver.
Pass is complete.
Pass is caught. They get a gain of about 12 on the play.
Good first down right there by the Buccaneers. They have been responding very differently to start off the third quarter. About 5 minutes left to go this third quarter.
Buccaneers start 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 43-yard line.
Ball is snap. Fake handoff. Pressure's getting to the quarterback. He launches it. Finds his wide receiver.
Caught.
It's caught.
That's going to be a touchdown, I think.
Mitchell's pass is complete.
Refs mark him short.
The 42-yard gain on the play. It sets up the Buccaneers' first and goal inside the
What a
5-yard
throw by
line.
the quarterback as they almost get a touchdown. They will go up in a hurry-up offense.
Inside handoff, the next pro
Bulldogs
penetrating
defense
the
stuffed him on
backfield.
second down.
Tackle for a
Good
loss.
tackle right there.
First down.
Good tackle right there, preventing a touchdown.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Less than 5 minutes left to go.
Second and goal for Bedford. Looking to add their first points on the board. Ball is snap, fake handoff. And the Bulldogs defense read that like a book. Loss of yards. Tommy Rose with that sack.
What a tackle by the junior safety, Tommy Rose. It'll now be a third down and long for the Buccaneers.
Ball being marked on the 9.
What a play by Rose.
Third and goal.
The standout
Buccaneers
junior.
from the 9-yard line.
Third and goal for Bedford. Not sure if I
Timeout on
consider
the
it goal,
field.
but
The signal is timeout Bulldogs.
it's definitely a distance on third down for them.
Timeout on the field. With 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Bulldogs take a timeout. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Third and goal from the 9-yard line. Buccaneers ball.
As we will come back onto the field
Buccaneers
shortly.
trying to make a stand here.
Bulldogs take the field on defense. Trying to stop a 3rd and 9 here.
4 minutes left to go, third and 9.
Skylar Pimento going up to the O-line. Drops back to the bucket. Ball is snapped. Pressure's getting to him. Tommy Rose is on him. He is short of the touchdown. Brings up 4th and goal.
Pass ball's incomplete.
Great pass deflection right there by Bouchard, almost getting the INT.
Buccaneers.
Prevents the Buccaneers from getting a touchdown.
9-yard line.
Great sequence of events right there by the Bulldogs.
It looks like Bedford will go for it on 4th down. They're going to try to get the touchdown.
Risky choice by the Bedford head coach. However, they do kind of need a touchdown, as you can see right here. Going into the fourth quarter, they are down 13-0.
Fourth down, this crowd is getting loud.
Right.
See if this Bedford team can handle it. Ball is snap. Pimentel, pressure's getting to him. It is over the back, and the Bulldogs stop it! What a drive for the Bulldogs defense.
Great defensive effort right there by the Bulldogs. And it is still a shutout, 13-0 with less than 4 minutes left to go in the quarter. Amazing defense by Canton.
Looking a little scary there, Will. Bedford walked down the field, got to the goal line, couldn't get the touchdown. Great defense by the Bulldogs there. Now the Bulldogs take over. Bulldogs still lead 13-0.
You know, Bedford almost getting a touchdown right there. Very scary for Canton. However, the Bulldogs defense gets them off the field. And now their Bulldogs offense is now on the field once again. Great efforts by the Bulldogs defense.
Ball is snapped. Hand off to Brody Baldiga. Brody Baldiga going wide.
Gilvery on the keeper.
Does not get much of a gain on the play.
Good tackle right there by the Buccaneers defense. Sets up a second down and long for the Bulldogs.
Short gain on the play, sets up a 2nd and 8.
Great camera work by Jack Cooper tonight.
Brian McGill leading this Bulldogs offense. First drive after half, hands it off to Brody Baldiga again. Brody Baldiga finds a hole, and he takes it right up shy of the first down, brings up 3rd and short.
Good run right there by Baldiga, you know, just what you want, you know, a couple yards to scrimmage, on scrimmage, you know. Canton is just short of first down, however.
3rd and short for the Bulldogs.
Less than 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
3rd and 1.
Oh, high snap for the Bulldogs. McGill just jumps on it.
Bad play right there. Could have been worse. Obviously, Bedford could have won on it and got a good field position at the 10-yard line. However, it is still going to be a punt for the Bulldogs as they still lead 13-0 with 2 minutes remaining. Second time that's happened so far in today's game.
Jake Marcel out to punt. He's been great all day with his punts, looking for another one right here. Pound them back. What a punt. Looks like they're actually going to fair catch it this time.
You know, Marcel's had a great game today, both on defense and in the punting game. You know, still leading 13-0 with the Buccaneers coming back on offense. About a minute remaining left to go in the third quarter.
Here in the third. Bulldogs 13, Buccaneers 0. Bedford will take over 1st and 10 from the Canton 35-yard line. Once again, we want to shout out the sponsors.
Bedford offense coming back out.
Sponsors, Canton Soccer School, Jones Keller.
Short time on the bench. Missed snap by the Bulldogs puts the Bedford offense back out on the field.
Bedford needs a touchdown right here. If they don't score right here, it might be over, and the Bulldogs will win this game. Let's see what happens though.
1:48 left in the third quarter. Pimentel snaps the ball. Hand off to the running back. No, much to go.
Lawrence gets stopped, maybe 1 or 2 yards right there. NCG Baptiste with the tackle, you know. He's been all over the quarterback and the running back today, you know. He might as well be the MVP of today's game.
Mechanical Systems, West Construction, and Wildwood Education.
False start by the Bedford offense, pushes them back.
You know, Bedford has not played a good game so far today, but you know, they also haven't gotten lucky with the penalties. A lot of them have been going on their side. Second down and 13 with a minute left to go.
Second and 13, Buccaneers.
Another flag.
Let's see if this is on Canton or Bedford. Looks to be
It's
on
on
Bedford.
Bedford again, pushing them back even more. 2 flags back to back. Not a great second drive for Bedford coming out of half.
Yeah,
We need some points on the board. There's 40 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, Bedford has to do better with these penalties. You know, they got to be more disciplined because this has been happening all day for them.
Bedford sets up a
Ball is snapped. Pimento looking deep. Tipped by 2 Canton defenders. Incomplete pass. Brings up.
but knocks it away.
There's the sophomore, Daniel Ferraro, with the tip pass, 3rd and 18 with 22 seconds left to go. You know, pressure from Jake, almost gets to the quarterback, gets a pass deflection. Now it's a 3rd down for Bedford.
Pimento snaps the ball. Screen pass. And it is
It's off!
intercepted by Nick Crow. Gets 5 yards on the return.
One interception by Nick Crow, the Billy Cravens recipients, as they now gain the ball back. 13-0 with little time in the third quarter. What an interception for Nick Crow, the senior captain.
Oh man. Well, let's talk about that. Nick Crow got hurt in the first half, battled his way back, hasn't played much, but he's played on defense, and he's really made an impact. Wearing number 20, what an honor. His responsibility has been great tonight.
You know, just absolute warrior mentality, coming back from the injury, getting a few catches, you know, as well as that interception. Let's see how McGill responds.
McGill leading this Bulldogs offense, hands it off, finds a little hole.
Let's go, AJ.
He gets 5 or 6 on the play.
First down, AJ.
Knocked out of bounds.
Great run right there by the Bulldogs running back.
Back at work, 2nd and 1 from the Bedford 40-yard line.
Hands it off to Paul Mellon. Paul Mellon going on the right. Gets the first down and a little more.
Good run right there by Paul. 1 second left to go in the third quarter. Let's see what, end of the third quarter, Bulldogs lead 13-0 over the Bedford Buccaneers. Amazing start for the Canton Bulldogs as they look to beat the team and go to 3-0 in the season.
Offense will start 1st and 10 as we open the 4th quarter.
Third quarter comes to an end.
Now I'd like to read tonight's
Well,
raffle winning ticket number.
Let's talk about this game so far. It's been a great game.
Winning ticket holder, please report to
Bedford
the
trails
cheerleaders on
13.
track. The winning
Brody
number is
Baldiga touchdown.
3-3-0.
Start off the scoring.
9-5-8-0.
Marcel, second touchdown.
Again, the winning
Lost the
number
guy in the
on
end zone.
raffle,
What a game.
3-3-0.
You know, that's all you have to say. You know, what a game. You know, Bulldogs have just been playing great on all sides of the ball. You know, maybe the offense could be playing a little bit better. However, they've been doing just enough to win this game, 13-0. They're looking to complete the shutout in this fourth quarter. Let's see if it happens. There's the Bulldogs student section very hyped about today's results.
Ball snap, hand off to Birdie Baltica. Birdie Baltica gets gain of 7 on the play. We just saw that Bulldogs student section. They've been awesome tonight. Very loud, cheering on the Bulldogs, trying to help the Bulldogs improve to a 3-0 on the season.
Absolutely, Spencer. You know, but as you can say, as you just said, you know, the Bulldogs crowd has been one of the most loyal in the Hot Walk Conference, as Baldega gets 6 or 7 yards for a second down.
Bulldog offense back to work.
Second and 4 for the Bulldogs. Ball is snapped. Hand off to Brody Baltica. Brody Baltica first down and many more.
Baldega, great run right there by the junior running back as he gets a first down around the 20-yard line. You know, great start into the fourth quarter for this Bulldogs offense.
Ball snap, handoff to Brody Baltica again. Brody Baltica keeps running through the middle and getting yardage.
You know, Miguel hasn't had to do a lot today, and that's mainly because of his running backs, led by Baldega and Crow. You know, they've been making the job very easy on the quarterback.
This Bedford defense cannot stop the run. We just keep doing it all game, and they can't find a solution.
For sure, Spencer. You know, I think the Buccaneers head coach will definitely have to review that this week in film.
Miguel snaps the ball. Low, muffed thing. Just lands on the ball, keeps the ball safe, keep Bulldog possession.
Miguel already with a few fumbles today. Has kind of struggled, however, he has persevered through the pressure. It'll be a third down and long.
Sets up a third and long. Ball marked at the Bulldog 21. Third and long from the 21.
9:20 left in the fourth quarter. Miguel snaps the ball, hands off to Brody Baltica. Brody Baltica takes it to the right, gets some of the yardage back, not all of it, not enough for the first down, brings up fourth down.
Let's see if the Bulldogs go for the first down. Great run once again by Baldega. Less than 9 minutes to go.
Bulldogs kicking team will come out on the field, try to add to the lead.
See if Tierney Ritson, the former soccer player, can make this kick.
Kick is up and it is no good.
Kick is no good. Kick falls short, and the Bulldogs turn it over on downs.
As the Bulldogs turn it over on downs. Might have been the better decision to go for a first down right there. However, they still lead 13-0.
13, Bedford Buccaneers, nothing. Bedford's offense will take over. First and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Bedford will take over ball. First and 10 from their 20.
Buccaneers desperately need a touchdown right here. If they don't get it, the game is probably over, as they are down by 2 scores.
Sky Pimentel trying to lead this Bedford offense to something. Snaps the ball, looking for his wide receiver caught. Gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Another catch by Mackay. He's been recipient of most of the catches by Bedford today. 8 minutes left to go.
Sets up a 2nd and 5. Ball marked at the 25.
Ball is snap. Aim.
Roll out
Mental
right.
going wide. Finds a wide receiver. Wide.
Pass is complete.
Caught. Bedford first down.
Good completion right there by the quarterback as they desperately try to get back to the line. They want to hurry things up as the clock is ticking down.
Ball marked at the 35. Buccaneers 1st and 10.
Ball is snapped.
Inside
It's a
handoff.
run. Great tackle by the D-line.
Tripped up
Trips
just
him
past
up.
the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Bedford might be in the hurry up.
Gain of 3 on
Trying to catch the Bulldog defense off.
2nd down and 6 for Bedford.
2nd and 6.
Let's see how they respond.
Ball is snapped. Looking for a screen. Caught. Look at loss on the play. Great coverage by the defense right there. Not fooling for anything.
Good tackle right there by Marcel to prevent the first down. We'll set up a 3rd and short for the Buccaneers. Less than 7 minutes to go now.
3rd and 7 from the 38 for Bedford.
Skylar Pimentel. Quarterback for this Bedford offense looking for another pass.
Oh.
It is tipped by the Bulldogs defense.
Almost-
Incomplete pass.
Almost picked off again, you know, pass gets deflected over the line of scrimmage. Not enough Bulldogs defenders around it, they'll get the INT. It'll be a 4th down and 7, however.
6:35 remaining in the contest. 4th and 7, Buccaneers.
Bedford looking to their sideline, looking to change call. Ball is snapped. Looking for a wide receiver. It is incomplete.
His throw is broken up.
Almost picked off right there. However, it is still an incomplete pass for the Buccaneers with 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Looks like Bulldogs will win back to this game.
6:30 left in the 4th quarter. Bedford went for it, did not get it. Bulldogs offense will take over.
1st and 10.
So I honestly can't remember the last time the Bulldogs shut out a team.
6:29 remaining.
This might be the first time in a while.
The offense gets back to work.
See if McGill can respond with a touchdown right here.
Ball is snapped, handed off to Brady Beltiga. Brady Beltiga had 2 defenders on his back and still got yardage. Picked up about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
You know, Baldega's been an absolute dog so far today. Despite all the pressure from the Buccaneers defensive line, you know, he's been able to persevere and have a pretty good game for the Canton Bulldogs. About 6 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Second down and 5.
Baldiga on the
Baltiga takes up the
carry.
middle again. No gain on the play.
Short gain on the play.
A little bit surprising, Buccaneers are not using any of their timeouts as it'll be a 3rd down for the Bulldogs.
3rd down Bulldogs. 3rd and 3 from the Bedford 31.
Ball is snapped, a little bit of a high snap. Miguel runs it up the middle, uses his legs and gets the first down for the Bulldogs. Just under 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
really good start off to the drive as it seems that the Bulldogs have officially won this game.
First and 10 Bulldogs from the Bedford 23. 4:35 remaining in the contest.
Oh, snap. Hand it off. Oh, gets drilled.
Goes to
What a hit
Jamison
right there by the
right
Bedford
end.
defense. Really shocked that he was able to get up after that one. Braden Mitchell, number 15.
Check that. Brady Mitchell on the carry. Brady Mitchell on the carry around right in. Gain of about
Less than 4 minutes to go now.
play. Second and 6 from the 19.
McGill snaps the ball. Hands off to Birdie Boldinger. Birdie Boldinger takes it to the right.
end.
Just shy of the first down.
Good run right there by Bodega. Almost the first time right there. However, he is just stopped by the Buccaneers defense. Now 3 minutes left to go. Buccaneers still not using any of their timeouts.
Ball's marked up to 14. 31 Bulldogs from the Bedford
31 for the
14-yard
Bulldogs with 3
line.
minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if the Bulldogs can score on this drive.
McGill takes a snap,
Nice run.
uses his legs, and gets the first down.
Another great run right there by McGill. Surprised that Fallon hasn't done enough running plays for McGill so far today. He's been pretty good with his legs.
Great job by McGill right there. You using his legs, staying in bounds, keep this clock running. Not much else you can ask from your quarterback.
For sure, he hasn't had to do a lot today. You know, obviously the running backs have done a great job. However, he has still done a pretty good job game managing the game. Overall, it's been a pretty good day for the quarterback. 2 minutes remaining.
McGill takes a snap, hands it off to Birdie Boldinger again. Birdie Boldinger takes it right up the middle.
Brought down by a
Bulldogs are
host of
chewing
Bedford
clock right
tacklers. It's going to set up a second and long.
Bodega has been a really good player for the Bulldogs today. Seems like they are going to beat the Buccaneers 13-0.
No gain on the play. Second down, or maybe a yard. Second and 9
Bulldogs offense,
Bulldogs
second and 10.
from the 10-yard line. Offense is at work.
McGill just letting the time tick off the clock. McGill snaps the ball, hands off to Birdie Boldinger again. Birdie Boldinger runs into a defender for no gain on the play.
A little bit surprised the Buccaneers did not use any of their timeouts on this possession, as the game is pretty much over.
Clock continues to tick here. Under 1 minute remaining in the contest. 3rd and 10 Bulldogs from the 11-yard line. Bulldogs rolling to a
Bulldogs
13-0
just
lead.
running this clock out right now.
Clock winds down here in the contest.
Seconds left to go. They'll run it out. Maybe run one more play as McGill takes the snap.
McGill takes it with himself, uses his legs, run into a pile, and that pretty much will just do game.
Gains about a yard
Bulldogs
on the play.
improve their record to 3-0. Will,
And the
it's been a
clock
pleasure announcing this
continues
game
to
with you.
run.
You know, it's been a pleasure as well.
That's gonna be the end of
Bulldogs,
the contest,
great game
ladies
today.
and
You know,
gentlemen.
total team effort. Defense shuts out the Buccaneers as they will improve to 3-0. And as for your commentating game,
as the Bulldogs take on non-league opponent Holliston. And please note, the start time next week is 6 o'clock, so get here early and bring your energy again. Congratulations to both teams on an excellent high school